Hi there, this is Tina from TinaHeals.com and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm speaking to you about Sun, Moon and Ascendant combination signs, okay? And if you have your Ascendant in Aries, your Moon in Aries, and your Sun in Aries, then this is your video. So this is a triple Aries whammy, right? So remember that whenever energy is concentrated in a particular um, area of your chart, then you are meant to understand the karma of that particular sign. Okay, you have to figure out the karma of that particular sign. Sorry. So, having said that, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. In tropical astrology, when the sun enters 0 degrees of Aries, we start the zodiac, okay? And it's always spring equinox, okay? So this is a cardinal sign, and cardinal signs are of flux and shift, okay? This is a masculine sign, fire, and its sister signs are Leo and Sagittarius. And well, the esoteric ruler of Aries is Mercury. So Aries is about thought and the cogitative process in the most esoteric sense, okay? Of course, in normal astrology, Aries is ruled by Mars. Now, Mars also rules Scorpio, okay, so which happens to be your 8th house. So there's a connection there, okay, with Aries ascendants. So what is your ascendant? So the degree which falls on the eastern horizon, okay, which happens to be the sign. Basically, your rising sign is the sign that is rising on the eastern side of your of the sky when you are born, okay? So the ascendant is like the first point your soul makes with the earth, okay, with this reality, with this paradigm. Now there's a conflict with rising sign and ascendant. Rising sign is whichever sign is on the eastern side of the horizon when you are born, and the ascendant is a particular degree. Okay, so if you're born, say, 8 degrees of Aries, then your ascendant degree is 8 and your rising sign is Aries. Okay, 8 of Aries and rising sign is Aries. So if you have Sun, Moon, and Ascendant in Aries, then all of this happens to be in your first house. First house ascendant conjunction with your Sun and Moon indeed makes a very fierce personality. But of course, there is nothing as fierce as an Aries. You know that. Now, Aries is the point of the zodiac when the soul craves for new experiences and initiates very many things. Think of spring, okay? Now, what happens when we have spring? Of course, in the northern hemisphere, in the southern hemisphere, it's the very opposite. But energies do tend to work very synchronistically, even though they are two hemispheres. Always remember that, okay? So with Aries, this is a very powerful sign. It's full of change and flux and movement, initiation, impulsive behavior. It's Mars, okay, the energy of Mars. But of course, if you understand Aries, then you understand that if you understand the very esoteric symbology of Aries, then you understand that you are really the higher mind. You know, think about it. Your ninth house is ruled by Jupiter, so you are very expansive, definitely in your ideas and thoughts. So the ascendant is your how the world perceives you. The sun is your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, your father figure, and how you want to be perceived in the world. And the moon is the more feminine side of you, the yin component, which has to do with emotions, connection, nurturing, okay, being nurtured, connecting to your mother, Moon rules Cancer, which rules the breast. So it's about, sustenance, foundations. So, in combination with your Aries energy falling and your first house with your on your ascendant, near your ascendant, conjunct your ascendant, your sun and your moon. So this gives you a very impulsive personality to start off with. Temper, you have to watch your temper. You have to be really calm when it comes to road rage, because you can have a propensity with road rage and throw in your Mars and Scorpio that. But don't give in to those impulses, because ultimately, the point of Aries is to initiate new ideas into this world, to show us newness, freshness, okay? And this is on this impulse to initiate is the impulse of the Godhead, okay? So always remember that your ascendant is directly how you will look, okay? So for you, you have Aries, sun, moon and ascendant. So of course there's a very, very heavy Aries energy here. You may start many things, but there may be a problem with completion, okay? There may be issues with regards to continuing something, endurance, okay? You're definitely gonna look reddish, or if you do, contouring, you're gonna go for really uh high contours and reddish blush. You like red lipstick, because after all, this is the color of Mars, red, red, red. And you a lot of Aries ascendant, especially Aries sun, moon, ascendant. I mean, you definitely want to have red hair, or you're gonna try it no matter what color you are, whether you are black, brown, white. You want to have red streaks. You're gonna try them definitely. And you're heavy on the blush, although you're not extremely feminine in the way you dress, because Aries is masculine. It's probably the most masculine of the signs. So you will be yes, glam, but functional glam. Maybe those pencil skirts, and those maybe really cut trousers and perfectly tailored suits from Italy. God knows, you could go get into that. So that's something. And so Aries rules the head. So everything about your this area is going to come into focus, and especially because you have this triple powerful energy concentration in this sign. So you definitely, your hair. Now, a lot of fire signs do tend to have weak hair, or they tend to lose hair. A lot of Aries people I've seen, they keep their hair short, or they don't have much hair. A lot of men like to go bald with this. They like to shave their head. So that's part of Aries, okay? A lot of testosterone, definitely, even with Aries women. They're very I won't say masculine, but they're definitely very, very yang energy, okay? The way they keep their hair, the way they even if they're feminine, unless of course you have to look at Venus, you have to look at Mars. But say you have, Aries sun, moon, ascendant, then you're definitely going to be more masculine than, say, an Aries moon with Taurus sun and a Virgo ascendant. You're going to be just more masculine. Or say if you drop in a Pisces, right? So you're definitely going to have piercing eyes, but be careful with problems of like eyeglasses or any kind of ear infection. Hair, as I said, alopecia, be careful of that, okay? Eye is very, very piercing, and often you guys have this look on your face like you're really mad. Okay, but you're not. But resting bitch face, I think, yeah, but you look kind of more mad than resting bitch face. So check that out. Let me know if that's true or not. So there's always this need for movement and need for action, which you need to channelize this energy. So sports, yoga may not be your thing, because you're like really movement oriented, okay? So any form of sports, I would say for an Aries heavy sun moon ascendant, it's a must. All right, now you can suffer from stress and anxiety. Remember, Virgo happens to be your sixth house. So sixth house is the house of health. So of course, depending on where Mercury is positioned, you have to look at all those details. But be careful not to worry and stress too much, Aries ascendant. Now, what I've seen with Aries people, you definitely have defined features. Especially you will look probably most Aries, because you have Sun, Moon, Ascendant. So you have very defined features, piercing eyes. Sometimes, like almost angry, but you're not. You're angry, sexy. Okay, so but you definitely have thin lips. May not be, of course, but generally what I've seen are sharp noses, very prominent cheekbones. Okay, prominent cheekbones. Narrow chin, harsh eyes. So it's a very sharp features. So you can come across as not having much empathy. That's something you need to work with, right? Um, Understand that whenever an Aries Sun Moon Ascendant person walks in, they walk in with panache. They walk in with style, because Aries is the sign of the leader. A lot of their foreheads will remind you of the ram, their archetype. The ram is mighty. The ram is strong, virile, reminds you of masculine power, like Mars. So be always ready to balance your yin and yang within. The alchemical marriage must take place within first. So that was a bit about Aries Sun Moon Ascendant. I hope you like that video. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment. It means so much. Thank you.